For the next 100 days, I survived in a Minecraft world on the Xbox 360. I gathered resources, built and explored the world, and faced everything this version of Minecraft had to offer. This is my 100-day survival journey. Hope you enjoy. Every server needs its name, so we went ahead and picked a basic name for the server, 100 days. As we load into the world and we take a look around, we do notice that there is a village in the distance that we will check out later in the video. We also spot these cows, which we will kill. As we take our first steps in the world, we find ourselves a patch of trees, which we go ahead and break because we need wood to start off with really anything in the world. So let's go ahead and collect that. After we have cut down all the trees, we go ahead and make ourselves a crafting table, some logs, and some sticks, which then we can now craft certain tools. We went ahead and killed some sheep just for the wool, as in this version they do not drop any food. We will need this wool later on to make a bed. As we went ahead and went towards the village, I just started to realize that there was actually not a blacksmith there, so this village wouldn't be very useful to us in the future. They can't trade in this version, so it wasn't really worth it to go over there, but it is still nice to have the food. As you will see in a second, the Xbox 360 version of Minecraft is very weird with its generations, like a floating stair just attached to the house. A fun fact about the Minecraft Xbox 360 edition is that it's a legacy console version, introduced with unique features like an exclusive tutorial world with split-screen multiplayer and its own set of exclusive skins and texture packs. As I wander around and collect blocks, I find this little cave right here, which actually ends up having iron in it, which will be useful later on in the video. As we mine the iron, it actually leads up into a new cave, which was covered by the iron, which will be useful for later, but I have not checked out as of now. As it gets dark, this will be the first day in our Minecraft Xbox 360 edition world. This would be day 1, and I will see y'all in day 2. Day 2 was pretty simple. We built a base, which you will see later in the video, as we find these massive mountains in the background, which are pretty cool, which we will be using to build our base in the future. We also gather this sugar cane, which we can use in the future for an enchantment table. We also find this cave with a dead end. As I look around, we do see that this is a pretty nice area to make a base. So we do actually end up using this for our permanent base, but there is no trees, so it's kind of a problem. As we start to find the area that we are going to be using for our permanent base, we do have to clear out quite a bit of the area because it's not really the shape I wanted it to be, which you will see here in a minute, where we start to actually shape the base up. And that is a wrap for day number 2. We will see you in day number 3. Day number 3, we got a lot done. As you will see, we got most of the base finish, which was pretty good. We will be making a chest room later on in the video. We got a lot done on day number 3. You also will not hear me complain, but as you can see in the distance, there is a bunch of trees. I was complaining about there being no trees where this base was built, which is fine for now, but we will need a lot of wood in the future if we want to upgrade our base. You can also see me here struggling with the door placement. It was actually perfectly fine. I was just like kind of tweaking because I couldn't understand why it didn't look right when it ended up just being the floor. And as you can see, it looks perfectly fine. And here you can see us fixing the floor, which will be fixed later, and we'll probably add like some oak logs and some wood planks there. You'll also see me fixing this several times throughout the video. It is never centered and it never looked right. I did finally get it to work later in the video, but it just didn't look right to me, and that's because I had a couple of blocks off. This was actually the 3rd time trying to fix this centering, and all I had to do was take down one wall. Fourth time, still doesn't look right. Fifth time, we got it. And day number 3 was complete. Woke up on day number 4. This is the progress we have so far. It's looking pretty good, but let's go ahead and make those rooms. Also made this special staircase, which we use to get in and up the base. As we go ahead and build the base in the background, I would like to thank y'all so much for your support on the videos. I know a lot of y'all really like these Xbox 360 gameplay videos, so if you would, please go give a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. And almost ending it off with day number 4, we finally got one of the rooms done for the house. Let's go ahead and put some chests and a bed inside. And that was the end of day 4. We will see y'all on day 5. As we wake up, we decide we're going to go to the tree area so we don't have to go back and forth every time to get wood because we are running pretty low. We're going to go ahead and go over there to get some saplings. As you can see, we chopped a lot of trees down, getting a stack of oak logs, which will be very useful. We also got a lot of saplings that we can use to plant later on. We also end up finding a lot of surface iron, which is very unusual. I usually do not find surface iron too much on the 360 version, but it looks like this seed is just pretty good. Also going ahead and getting a couple of crops, just so we have more food. We also end up finding some iron from the beginning cave from day 1 that we found. Nothing too special. We might go back there in the future, but there really wasn't much but coal and iron. After a little bit of exploring, we finally decide to go back home and work on the base. Just in time for the night to fall. And that was day number 5. As you will see on day number 6, we do a lot of chest organization, and we also fix up the base a lot to make it look way better since everything was mostly stone in the beginning. We didn't really do too much importance on day number 6, just a lot of building, so I will see you on day number 7. As we wake up for day number 7, you can clearly tell I love doing base building. That's what we do on day number 7. We also go explore a couple of caves, which we will see here soon. We also do a lot of planting as we don't have any trees in the area at the moment. Also collecting glass for our build, which we will have a downstairs full window patio. As you will see in a moment, we actually picked up the exact amount of glass that we needed, which is pretty funny. We start heading home just in time for day number 7's nightfall. Day number 8, once again, we do a lot more building, but we also do a little bit of exploring, like going into some caves and other stuff like that. You will also see me here trying to find how to make glass in the crafting table after realizing I already had glass in my inventory and all I had to do was smelt it. As we finish the house, we are trying to find a cave, which I didn't realize there was a cave right next to the house with lots of iron, so let's go ahead and collect all that. We also go ahead and gather a lot of coal because we will need it to smelt our items. But before we could leave, we hear a skeleton in the distance, which we actually end up almost dying to, trying to get this last bit of iron. After hearing another skeleton, we decide to get the rest of the iron and book it. We also gather a total of 21 iron, which we use to make our iron armor. As we finally end off day number 8 with almost full iron armor. Waking up on day number 9 to finally have almost full iron armor after 9 days. Also on day number 9, we get a lot more stuff done, including finishing up the chest room, which we really needed to store all of our stuff. And here is a montage of that. I also want to congratulate you if you've made it this far in the video. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And that is it for day number 9. Day number 10 is pretty simple. We do quite a bit of mining as soon as we wake up, as it is very difficult to tell what day I'm on when I'm in the cave. So as soon as we go and get up from our bed, we usually will be going mining. That's why I usually wait a little bit. We do end up getting quite a bit of iron, 21 iron ore, which we will smelt to make ourselves a helmet and a couple of tools. Also, finally making a door for our base. And with that extra iron, we finally make ourselves a full base of iron armor. That is also it for day number 10. Day 11 and 12 was pretty simple. We did a ton of mining, but the audio cut off, so here's a quick run through. We found a cave. We also found a lot of iron. Found some lava. Almost died. Found a lot of gold. And we also found our first 3 diamonds of the series, which we will use to make a pickaxe. We also decided to stick around for a while, see what else we could find, but we didn't end up finding much but more iron and more gold, so I will see y'all in the house. As we make it back home, we finally got a stack and a half of iron, 3 diamonds, a bunch of redstone, and we had some lapis and some gold. That was it for day 11, and that was actually not day number 12, so sorry if I said that. With waking up on day number 12, we finally made our diamond pickaxe, which we will soon go to the nether with. As we wake up and go outside on day number 12, we go ahead and chop all the trees down in the area, which we will need for our upstairs balcony for the room house. As we get back home, we start working on the balcony, which is going to have a fence and a couple of pillars. And that is it for day number 12. Day number 13, we didn't do too much. We mostly worked on the downstairs of the base, fixing the floor and the walls. And here's what it looks like so far. We also go ahead and organize all the chests in the house, as we're getting a little messy with our chest area. We also do quite a bit of exploring, which I will not show all of, but we do explore about 50% of the map, looking for a lava pool so we can make the nether portal, but unfortunately we did not find a lava pool. As we make it home during the night, that is day number 13. As we wake up for day number 14, this is the day we go mining to get some obsidian so we can finally make the nether portal, which we actually almost end up dying several times during this, but also you can't hear it, but I was actually freaking out. I thought I was gonna die. We're not on hardcore, but even then I still would have lost all my stuff, so we're lucky to be alive. We finally find our obsidian and we start to mine. We finally get all of the obsidian we need and we start heading back home to make the portal and sleep. Day number 14, we finally make the portal, as you can see right here, and you will not believe what we find once we open that portal. And just to be safe, we do in fact put everything in the chest, just so we don't fall and die into lava. And here we go into the portal. You will not believe what we find. Yeah, that's right. We found a fortress. After the gas almost broke our thing, we went straight back inside because I did not have my flint and steel. But yeah, we spawned right in a fortress. As we prepare to go to the nether, we also go ahead and make ourselves another pair of iron armor and iron tools, just in case we die, so we don't lose all of our progress. As we end up going into the nether, we also realize that it's pretty dark and I literally can't see anything, so we have to go back. We come back and we have 12 torches, which who would have thought 12 torches wouldn't have been enough for the nether? That was kind of dumb on my part, so we have to end up going back into the overworld to get more torches. We did explore the nether a little bit, but by the time we got back it was nighttime, so that is a wrap for day 14. As we go back on day 15 into the nether, I just want you to listen to the music that they played during the nether and while we're in the nether fortress. It is genuinely terrifying, and no wonder some kids did not like the nether back then. And come on, you cannot tell me that noise and that music with the atmosphere is genuinely terrifying. We do end up finding the blaze spawner, which we farm for quite a bit. We get 8 blaze rods and we head back, so I'll spare you that. We do end up leaving with 8 blaze rods, and by the time we get home, it is officially nighttime, so that is a wrap for day 15. Day 16, we really didn't do much. We did a little bit of base building and exploring to try to find some Endermen. We also go ahead and gather a bit of food. We also go ahead and cook the food to go ahead and prepare for the night so we can try to find some Endermen for some Ender Pearls. And here is a bunch of clips from that night. And spoiler alert, we actually do not end up finding any Endermen, so this was kind of pointless. We kind of just wasted a whole night. Once again, we do not find anything, no Enderman, nothing like that. We will need them eventually though, so we can go to the end. And that is it for day 16. Day 17, we also do go to the Nether because I figured out they might spawn in the Nether, but I don't think they do in this version. So really, we just wasted 2 days, but that's perfectly fine. Here's a couple of clips from us in the Nether. After finding nothing in the Nether, we do unfortunately head back to the overworld. And that is a wrap for day 17. As we wake up on day 18, we go ahead and we decide that we are going to go do a little bit of mining, as I do want to get some enchanted armor, which would be pretty nice. So we go ahead and go to the village where the cave is, so we can try to find some more diamonds for a enchantment table. And here's how it went. Got some coal, got some gold, got some lapis, got a ton of diamonds, 10 to be exact. Got some iron, more of the 10 diamonds that I was talking about. After we had gotten all the diamonds that we needed to make a chest piece and a enchantment table, we decide to head back home, as we can always get more diamonds later on, and we had enough for now. And that was it for day number 18 and the adventure on day 18. As we wake up on day 19, we go ahead and make an enchantment table, and we make ourselves a diamond chest plate, which was really hard to decide if I wanted some tools or a chest plate, but we finally decided to get a chest plate. And if you've made it this far into the video, I want to thank you again, because this video is taking me very long to make. It's been about 2 weeks of recording. I'm really busy with school and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to make these videos. But thank y'all so much if y'all are watching this video right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In comments, I would really appreciate it. And here is the finished or semi-finished enchantment room, because we will be getting some books to make some bookshelves so we can get level 30 enchants later on. Now we go ahead and make the diamond chest plate, even though we are going to save it until we actually start doing better stuff. I'm probably going to save the diamond chest plate till I have full diamond armor, because I really don't want to waste it. We also go ahead and make some enchanted golden apples, which we will need because I'm pretty sure they do give regeneration in this one. So it's like the best food source in the game, and they're very easy to make. And that was it for the most exciting day of all, day 19. Day 20 was very exciting. We did try to enchant our bow to get some good enchants on it, and I accidentally used 8 entire levels on my one bow for power 1, so that sucks. But also, we do quite a bit of mining, and we end up finding something very interesting while we are mining, which you will see later in the video, and it's going to help us out a lot. We go to find more diamonds. We actually don't end up finding any diamonds, but we find something much better that is very useful. As we are mining trying to find diamonds, we end up finding the stronghold, which is very important for the 100 days. I still can't believe we actually found the stronghold while just trying to find diamonds. I guess this is a good trade since we didn't get any diamonds, but still, it would have been nice to find something better. We took all of the books from the stronghold so we can make our level 30 enchants, but that's about it. We do end up finding the portal, and believe it or not, there's only 2 Eyes of Ender in the portal. We actually almost die to some silverfish, I'm not gonna lie, which is very unfortunate. We didn't die, but we almost did. That would have been a really bad death. As you can see me here struggling. We also go ahead and make our way back home after finding the stronghold. No new diamonds, nothing like that, but now we will be able to enchant our armor. That is it for day number 20. As we wake up on day 21, we make ourselves some bookshelves so we can make those level 30 enchants on the enchant table. We also end up killing a lot of animals and gathering some ores to try to get enough experience to, enchant our stuff. I'll spare you this, but we at least killed 20 animals. Now this was pretty rough. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I actually kind of wanted to quit. I'm not gonna lie. After this next part, you'll see what I mean. We killed at least like 20 mobs trying to get these levels. You'll see what I mean by this was like the worst experience I've ever experienced in a video game, let alone Minecraft. I actually wanted to rage quit. I wanted to throw my controller against the wall. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm not gonna hold it to you. This was pretty rough. We died to these Endermen, which is very unfortunate. We had our 28 levels, but I mean, I guess all good things come to an end, especially when you're about to hit level 30 enchant. So I'll just let you see for yourself. Yeah, that's right. I died. Again and again. This was let alone the worst experience I've had in Minecraft. I actually wanted to rage quit so bad, and rightfully so, I did. I did get off the game for quite a while. But yeah, that's right. That was it for day 21 and the beginning of 22. And I did in fact get all my stuff back, but not in the case of losing my 30 levels that I had tried to save up, which is very unfortunate. We'll have to get those back to enchant our armor, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Now, waking up on a brand new day in real life, we're feeling a little fresh. We're feeling a little better after we died and lost all of our levels. but it's okay because our next big project is a mob farm. So let's go ahead and get ready and get started for that mob farm. We also go ahead and kill a bunch of animals for some food because we were running pretty low. This is when I decided that we have to make a mob farm. I need XP and I need it fast so we can enchant our diamond armor, and maybe we can enchant some iron armor, who knows, just depending on how much diamonds we can get. But besides the points, this is where I got the idea, so let's go ahead and get started on that mob farm. Getting all the blocks ready and everything, that was it for day 22. In the morning, we will make that mob farm. And here we go for all the progress on day number 23. We actually got a lot done, way more than I thought, so we will see you on day 24. Day 24 was basically the same, more building, building, and building, so let's go ahead and hit that montage. And that was it for day number 24. Day 25 was the same, more building. Let's go ahead and hit that montage and not waste any time. And here is what we got so far on day 25. It's looking pretty good. Could use a little work, but we're getting there. Day 26, we did about the same thing. More building on the mob farm. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we start, we have to gather some blocks, as we ran out of cobblestone and dirt. In literally every other block I had, I used on this build. So we have to collect dirt throughout the video, because, well, it's the easiest block to get. Then we end up finding an Enderman, which we had to kill. We had to get our revenge for earlier after the two Endermen ganged up on me and killed me. So we did end up killing the Enderman, and we got an Ender Pearl from that, so that will be very useful. And that was it for day 26. Day 27, we did the basics, more building, more digging, getting more blocks to finish this mob farm, so let's go ahead and get into it. Getting a lot of stuff done that day. We got half of the roof on, and we got all the trapdoors and all the water down in there, so we're almost done. Let's keep going. Day 28 was once again the same thing, more digging and more building for the mob farm. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get too carried away, I would like to thank y'all so much for watching if you've made it this far into the video. And yes, I have said this about 3 times already, but don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. It really helps out. And here we are breaking the torches in the mob farm so we can go ahead and make those mobs spawn so we can get our XP. Now, as of now, I don't know if this mob farm works. I do know there are mobs spawning up there. I just don't know if they're wandering off. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see eventually. That was also it for day 28. Day 29, we had a big problem. There was water flowing down from the chamber of the mob farm, which I still couldn't figure out as of now. All I did was place one block and break it, and it fixed it somehow, so I still don't know what that was about. But there is mobs spawning in there, and they are falling down. There was a skeleton that did fall, which you will see in a moment. We did also go on the top to place some torches. We also made this little hut that we can hide in just in case there are mobs outside as of when it is nighttime. And that is all the progress that we had on day 29. Now, day 23. Day 30 was pretty simple. We really didn't do much. We mostly sat there at the farm trying to get XP and levels. That's basically all we did for the next couple of days. So let's just storm through it real quick. We updated the farm quite a bit. Did not sleep for quite a while because there was monsters nearby. Found a place to sleep to go into day 31. Woke up and killed mobs for the whole day. Got to 10 levels by the time it was nighttime. Then I slept. Woke up on day 32 to kill some mobs. We did this the whole day. We also stayed up till nighttime to try to get more mobs to spawn so we can get more levels. Nothing really spawned, so we went back to sleep. Woke up on day 33 to find a creeper at our front door. Yeah, that would have been an explosive package. Killed more mobs. Redid the mob farm downstairs quite a bit. Now we can see from all angles. Did that till we were level 18 and went to bed. Day 34 was more level grinding, like getting coal and killing more mobs, so let's go ahead and do that. We also made this little dirt castle, which we were going to try to stay up all night and farm more mobs, but we do end up going back inside because I believe we almost died. We also encounter a spider jockey, which was pretty cool. We do eventually head back inside to sleep. Day 35 was the same, more mob farming. That's literally what we did all day, so let's just skip through it. We were able to gain about 2 levels before nightfall, which wasn't that much progress, but I mean, I guess it was one day. Day 36, we didn't really do much, more mob grinding, and we also built this staircase so we can get closer to the mobs. I thought maybe if they would aggro to me, that they would fall down the trap, because there wasn't very many mobs falling. After not getting very much done, we decide to sleep. Day 37, we really didn't do much. Just the same old stuff, more mining and more killing mobs. That's about it. We do eventually end up getting level 27, so we're almost at level 30. Waking up on day 38, we do a little bit of mining, but we also kill a lot of animals so we can get enough levels for the enchantment table. We've been mining coal quite a bit because I did learn that it does give a lot of experience, so every coal that I see I have to mine. We make it home on day 38 with 28 levels, almost 29, which is really good. We almost have enough to enchant our armor. We wake up on day 39 and we mine more coal and kill a couple of more mobs to get the rest of the levels. And finally, on day 39, we finally get enough levels to enchant our diamond chestplate. And here we go, enchanting our first piece of armor for the series, our diamond chestplate, which got protection 3, which wasn't too bad. I would have liked protection 4 because we did waste all 30 levels on that. But either way, it wasn't too bad. Protection 3 is still pretty good. We also turn all of our blocks of ores into blocks because it's easier to store. And that is it for day 39. Day 40, we did a lot of mining. That's really about it. We did a lot of mining, so let's go ahead and get straight into that. But before we can even start mining, we almost died to 2 skeletons, which is kind of crazy, but I mean, this is technically Bedrock Edition, so I mean, these skeletons do a lot of damage, actually leaving us with 2 hearts. We do end up getting quite a bit of levels from coal, while also getting gold, iron, and finally 1 more diamond, which we can't really do anything with, but it's still nice to have. We also get some redstone too. But that was it for day 40, and as we get up to the surface, it is day 41. We make it home just in time for the sun to rise, as a creeper almost gives me a heart attack and explodes the mob farm. We make it home with 1 diamond, 24 gold, 3 stacks of redstone, and 2 stacks of coal. We also get 59 lapis. Getting back online on day 41, we do a lot of chest organization. Here is the miscellaneous chest, the armor/weapon chest, the building chest. After organizing chests all day, we decide to head to sleep on day 41. Here is also the ore chest. On day 42, we decide to go caving to find more diamonds. Also trying to kill the Enderman for the Ender Pearls. We don't get any though. But we do get some iron, some coal, also some lapis, and we also finally get more diamonds. 13 to be exact. We also get some redstone, along with the other half of the 13 diamonds. We also head home not wanting to die with our 13 diamonds, so we go ahead and go home. And that is it for day 40. On day 44, we go ahead and make ourselves a pair of diamond leggings. We also go ahead and make some diamond boots as well, along with a diamond sword. We also go ahead and go outside to kill some mobs so we can get to level 30 so we can get our enchants. Getting level 30, we head back home, which I also learned a new trick about enchanting. Since this version doesn't tell you what enchant you're going to get, what you're going to do is you're going to save the game before you enchant. Then you're going to hop back into the game, enchant, and if you get what you want, then you just keep that save file. But if you don't, then you reload and not save and keep doing it over and over until you get the enchant that you want. And look at that, we probably got one of the best enchants I could probably get in the game. Looting 3, Sharpness 4, and Fire Aspect 2. That is really going to help us in the long run. We do a couple of more things on day 44. Nothing too special. We kill a couple of mobs. And after this, the mob farm started to work really well. I don't know what triggered it to do that, but the mob farm is working amazing now. That was also it for day 44. Day 45 was nothing special. We killed a couple of mobs. We also get ready for a big project coming up. So you will see what that project is in a moment. We're going to start making a roller coaster. I wanted to do something to pass the time, get a couple of days over with. So we are going to be making a roller coaster. We go ahead and gather the materials so we can make the rails. That was also it for day 45. Day 46, we go ahead and make that roller coaster, so let's get started. We finally get the roller coaster done on day 46. We don't get to test it that day, but we go to sleep and we will test it the next day. We finally get the roller coaster done, and I gotta say, it looks pretty good. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's surely not the worst. I probably will expand it to the village eventually, but we'll see about that. And that was really it for day 47. Day 48, we really don't do much. We gather a bunch of materials so we can make some TNT. You will see what we do with the TNT later on in the video. But we really don't do much, so let's just skip a little bit. That was it for day 48. And here we go, day 49. Now, we go to the village on day 49, and, we explode some things. After exploding the village, we go ahead and go back home because there was really nothing much else to do. But yeah, we destroyed the village. And here we go, the end of day 49. Let's go ahead and hit that music and do a little montage of the night. And that is it for part 1 and day 49. We sleep. Now we're on day 50. And that is it for part 1 of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I would really appreciate it. It's taken me about a month to make this video, but I mean, it was definitely worth it. Just thank you if you made it to this far in the video. I really appreciate it. And thanks for all the support over there in the Discord server. Props to them to getting me back on track. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.